Nickelodeon Universe is a giant indoor theme park located in the Mall of America, Minnesota, and with it being home to many Nickelodeon themed rides and attractions, there is no wonder it is so popular. However, today we are going to count down the top 10 rides at Nickelodeon Universe Mall of America. Starting off at number 10, we have Ghost Blasters. And no matter if you want to take a trip into a spooktacular haunted mansion, or you are just feeling a little bit competitive, then this is the adventure for you. Because as soon as you have boarded the ghost train with up to one other explorer, and then made it through the doors, not only will you be met by one of the best ride soundtracks of all time, but also many mischievous ghosts, ghouls and haunts, which by using the laser gun provided, you will need to destroy to save the day and of course score the highest score in your group. Are you heading to Nickelodeon Universe on a hot Minnesota day? Well, if your answer is yes, then you have got to experience Log Chute, because as you can probably guess by its two giant drops, it will definitely cool you down. For me, however, as much as that 40-foot plummet and drop in the middle is absolutely phenomenal, what makes this log flume top 10 worthy is the overall ride, as with it taking you deep into a cavernous mountain full of, let's just say, some rather unusual scenes. You will be so busy looking around to even notice when the drops are coming. From an adventure around a cavernous mountain to a one-of-a-kind tour through the park, for our number 8 spot we have Pepsi Orange Streak, our first of many coasters on the list, but by no means does that mean it is a bad ride at all, as for starters with its almost 3,000 feet of track, taking you to all corners of the park, and around such standout attractions as Avatar Airbender, as well as the ferry or coaster. Just for the views alone, it is worth the ride, but then when also taking into account its many twists, turns, drops and helixes, it makes it a perfect attraction for all adults, kids and those absolute thrill seekers alike. Who here wants to experience the fun and excitement of a drop tower, only without the petrifying heights? Well, if that is you, then look no further, as for our number 7 position we have Splat-O-Sphere, and with it standing at a height of 60 feet instead of the common 200, already I know some of you are like, this is my sort of tower, and it only gets better, as rather than it just lifting you to the top before being dropped again, on Splat-O-Sphere you will be launched up, catapulted back down and then bounced around for the entire duration, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. For our number 6 spot on our top 10 list, things are starting to become a lot crazier, as we have Brain Surge, your classic flat ride with a twist, and that is that you can control your very own experience. And yes, you did hear me right there guys, on this thrill level attraction, not only will you be spun whilst also bounced in circles, but by using the lever you can control how much and for how long you flip upside down. Therefore if you want to take a nice leisurely ride you can do that, or if you'd rather flip non-stop or even worse be held consistently upside down, you guys should do that too. Top 5 were and coming in for this position we have the Ferry or Coaster, where if you wish for an action-packed, crazy and all-round dizzy experience, your dreams will come true, because as soon as you have taken your seat on one of the inwards facing 4-person gondolas, you will both be shot around its many twists, turns, drops, airtime hills, classic wild mouse elements and helixes, in addition to being freely spun around. So yeah, this coaster is plain down odd, Just make sure not to scream too much though, as with it having inward facing seats you can see each other's faces. You can't have a theme park without a pendulum ride, and Nickelodeon Universe is no exception, as for our number 4 spot we have Shredder's Mutant Masher, which ever since its debut back in 2015 has always been a fan favourite, and for a good reason, because as much as riding this ride is fantastic with it rocking you back and forth, higher and higher, whilst also spinning around, especially at night, looking at this ride is as if not more awesome, with everything from the models around the queue, to the horns on the vehicle, to even the lighting package really making you feel as if you are part of Shredder's latest invention. Have you ever wanted to become an honorary Ninja Turtle and fly over the streets of New York? Well, of course you have, and so you've got to take a ride on our number 3 spot, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Shell Shock, because similar to Brain Surge, you can control your very own ride. The only thing is, however, instead of flipping around on the floor, you will be risen to 72 feet in the sky, spun around at an angle, then by moving the wings in the correct way, be able to flip yourself upside down. And you do not need to be a crime-fighting Ninja Turtle to know that this is an experience that you nor your stomach will never, ever forget. It is time to brave the wave of the air and fire. As for our number 2 spot, we have Avatar Airbender. And wow, if this ride does not blow you away, then I honestly do not know what will. Ding ding. Within a nutshell, of course, if you have what it takes to ride, being able to climb aboard one of the 2 spinning discs that will then, believe it or not, spin freely at the same time that the board-like surface that your gondola is connected to rocks up and down that giant half pipe. How cool, but also rather scary does that sound. And so with it being another Coaster Cred 2, in my eyes a trip to Nickelodeon Universe Mall of America would be nowhere near complete without this battle. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in my eyes for the best ride at the park, we have got no other than Spongebob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great part, we would literally be here all day. Yet to start from the beginning, from the moment you realise that the park is home to a Spongebob SquarePants themed Eurofighter, you will instantly want to take a ride. And you should definitely do that, as with its 97-degree drops, smooth bank turns, and a total of 2 inversions, no matter whether it is your first, second or 100th time riding, you are sure to have a blast. And so I think it is very easy to see why this is at our number 1 spot. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.